Good morning everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my Friday reads. So this weekend, it's actually a really busy weekend. I've got the day off today, which is just so nice. Just relax and catch up on a couple of things, but some really exciting news. Today we have our private gender reveal scan, but we are not finding out what the gender is until this Sunday. So I'm going to go mad because we're going to have the scan and get the sonographer to put the sex of our baby into the envelope, or an envelope, and then we're going to give that to Anthony's sister, who is going to prepare like a little gender reveal party for us. We're going to give my family a call in South Africa on Sunday, and we are all going to find out the gender of our little baby together at once. So I'm just, it's so exciting. So I've got to get up and get ready for that scan in a bit, but for now I am relaxing in bed with my decaf coffee, and I am reading a couple of chapters of The Six Tudor Queens, the first book in the series about Catherine, the true queen. This series is by Alison Weir, and I've always wanted to get into historical fiction. I've read one or two before, and history has always fascinated me, but I never ever thought I would love a series as much as I do. I mean, I don't like series normally. It's just such an investment of my time, and once I start something, I tend to have to finish it. But every series I end up starting, like Outlander and Game of Thrones and stuff like that, I end up just kind of like losing it and then forgetting what happened in the books because it's too much of my time taken up. But I am loving this book so much. Honestly, as someone that reads up to 100 books a year, I think that, to be honest, besides Into the Wild by John Krakauer, which has always been one of my favourite books, so many people have asked me over the years, what's one of your favourite books and stuff, and it's such a hard question for me to answer because I read so many books. This book right here, honest to God, I think has got to be one of the top books I've ever read. I am just so enthralled in this series, and to be so captivated by a book set in the 1500s is astounding to me. And it is very religious, as was the times back then. There's also, it's slightly repetitive with things to do with the fact that Catherine has, it's all based on facts, but so Catherine, in where I'm up to in the book now, which is about halfway, she has had 7 pregnancies, and 6 of them, I'm not laughing, 6 of them have ended in either miscarriages, stillborns, or very early child death, which is really hard to stomach, especially as I'm pregnant. But despite some things that aren't like, maybe, like, I think because there's just so much history crammed into it, even though it's such a long book, some of it seems quite rushed and glossed over, as each chapter is a year or two in the 1500s and her life and how it was lived before her death. So I don't know, it besides it being repetitive in some instances and just so much death going on and plagues and stuff, it's just so fascinating. I never thought that I would be so hooked in something set in the 1500s that is historical fiction, has nothing to do with thriller. And then it just makes me think that my taste has just totally changed. Like, I've always been a thriller lover, but then I think this book, I've learned so much. I mean, I'm English and I grew up in South Africa, but I didn't know that much about British history. So it's fascinating to read about. I can honestly say I've learnt so much from this book, and the first book so far has left such an impression on me that I already have the next 2 books in the series. Oh, where's my hand? Over there. So my partner got me the red one for Valentine's Day, which was accidentally book number 3. So I decided to go and buy a book number 2, which is the green one. So that one's on Anne Boleyn, The King's Obsession, and then that follows on, the next book is, I think it's Jane, the Haunted Queen. So I'm really looking forward to just continuing with these books. Like, they are quite chunky beasts, So I don't know how varied my content is really going to be at the moment, because I'm just wanting to read one after the other, and they are very like they're not quick easy reads, are they? So when I have a Friday's read, it's probably going to be maybe an audiobook that I'm currently listening to on my way to work, something like that. But physically, these are the books that I've chosen to invest my time in over the next couple of months. I'd love to say that I could finish the series before baby gets here, but you know that's five months away, 4.5 months away now. So it's getting there very quickly. I just can't believe it. And my tummy has grown ginormously already. I've started taking bio oil um, on my skin to try and stop stretch marks. But otherwise, everything's going really well. Otherwise, what else is happening this weekend? So we got our gender reveal scan today. Saturday, I have my neighbour's baby shower, which is going to be lovely. So I'm going to go to that. She doesn't know if she's having a girl or a boy. She's leaving it for a surprise. So I need to get her a nice little present today. I did buy her one little thing already, like a little book set. I'll see if I can find it for you actually, because it's about books, so why not? I've gotten so many cute books for our baby already. It's actually ridiculous. Let me just pop you down here while I have a look. So there's her presents. This is the book the little box set that I got for my neighbour. It's Baby's very first little black and white library. Babies going out, animals and faces. And apparently there's something quite beneficial about black and white libraries for little babies. So I've got her that, but then I'm going to obviously get her something a little bit nicer as well. But my own books, I've gotten so many cute ones already. I got That's Not My Panda, because I am obsessed with panda bears. And I got That's Not My Bunny. I got That's Not My Baby, which I know is a boy. There was a pink one with a girl on it as well. I thought that if baby is a girl, I'd get away with a blue book more than I would than That's Not My Baby in pink with a girl on the cover. I don't know, it's just my thinking. So I got those, and then Anthony's mum got us The Very Hungry Caterpillar. He says that this is a really popular book and that him and his sisters and everyone that he knew had one when they were growing up. Personally, I've never heard of it, so I need to have a flick through this and read that with baby when they get here. I've heard that you should start reading to your baby around like 4 months old is really beneficial, but I mean I'm already reading aloud to my baby in the tummy. So you know, every morning when Anthony goes to work, I take my little decaf coffee and I'll lie in bed reading a chapter aloud to the baby, just that they can like familiarize themselves with my voice. I don't know if that if it does anything, but if it does, then yay. And the last book that we got is this Crinkle book, which is just so cute, and it reminded me of Anthony because obviously he loves his gardens. He's the gardening geek, absolutely obsessed with them. So it says The Grateful Garden, and it's all crinkly. There's lots of little things that they can play with, tassels and mirrors. Yeah, just quite sweet. This one was rather expensive for a 4 or 5 page book, but that's my little baby book haul for you. Anyway, I hope that you will have a wonderful day and a really nice weekend. I will share the news of if I am having a baby boho bookworm girl or boy shortly. Oh, I'm so excited. See you later. Bye bye.